Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Game News Roundup. We got some Activision Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft news. Again, I know, right? It feels like I do. Most of my videos have something to do with this acquisition or some information that came out because of some stuff that leaked or documents that were posted because of this deal. Like the last couple weeks with the FTC versus Microsoft hearing, with all the information that came out over several days. But we now have South Africa has officially, unconditionally approved Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition. Of course, we're still waiting on the US and UK stuff, but yeah. So the Competition Tribunal of South Africa has now officially approved Microsoft's proposed merger of Activision Blizzard. From their direct press release, I can read it here. The Competition Tribunal has unconditionally approved the proposed merger, which is a global transaction whereby Anchorage Merger Sub, a wholly owned subsidiary of Microsoft Corporation, so pretty much Microsoft Corporation, intends to acquire Activision Blizzard. The reason for its decision, for unconditional reason, will be issued in due course. The acquiring group, Anchorage, or really just Microsoft, through Microsoft you can say, is a global technology company that provides IT-related services. Its gaming activities are relevant to this proposed merger. These involve the development, publishing, and distribution of games for personal computers, consoles, and mobile devices through Xbox Game Studios. Microsoft also publishes games developed by other game developers that offers Xbox gaming consoles and the Surface series of personal computers. Activision develops games for computers, console, and mobile devices and publishes them in most countries around the world. Activision's most notable content is the Call of Duty series of games, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush, which is a mobile game. And obviously recently released Diablo. But Activision themselves is specifically Call of Duty at this point. And Blizzard, you got World of Warcraft, Diablo, and Overwatch as probably the main three, thinking off the top of my head. As well as offering paid for full game, free-to-play games and in-game content. Now, if you watch my videos, or if you read my stuff on VGChartz, be like, wait, didn't you announce that South Africa approved the deal already? I mean, I technically did in April. However, reading over the original statement, this is from the Competition Commission of South Africa, not the Competition Tribunal of South Africa. So this is what was originally said, if you're wondering. The Commission, the Competition Commission of South Africa, has recommended that the Competition Tribunal approve the proposed transaction whereby Anchorage, Microsoft, intends to acquire Activision without conditions. So this is one government organization, I believe, recommending to, I guess, the organization that has the final say. I'm probably messing something up here, but this is how I'm seeing it, which is the Competition Tribunal to make its final decision, and they're recommending that they approve it unconditionally, and this was done April 17th, and now we've got here on July 3rd from the Competition Tribunal officially approving Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition, which brings the total number of countries who have approved the deal up to 39, which includes South Korea, China, all the countries as part of the European Union, Ukraine, Japan, Chile, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, and Serbia. In the last couple weeks, again, Microsoft and the FTC held their hearings, and the FTC is attempting to block the deal. We'll hopefully be hearing from Judge Corley in the next several days from her ruling on the hearings. Maybe the deal will be blocked in the US, or maybe maybe the FTC won't be allowed to block it, or whatever, and it'll be approved in the US. We'll find out. In the UK, the Competition and Markets Authority did, a few months ago, vote to block the deal in the UK. However, Microsoft and Activision Blizzard, they are appealing the deal, so we'll see what happens with that. And the hearings for Microsoft's appeal won't start until July 24th and is expected to last upwards of 10 days, or specifically 10 working days. So 2 weeks, pretty much. Monday to Friday, then Monday to Friday. Upwards. It might last less than that. We'll see how long the hearings take. As we saw in the US, we'll end up being, 5 days of hearings? I feel like it really only needed to be 3 of those 5 days at most. Some of the stuff wasn't as needed as much. Most of the information was out those first 2 or 3 days about that hearing. But, better to get all the information out there so the judge can make the best possible decision whether to approve or block the deal. Like most of you probably you want to stay up to date with this acquisition, but you're also probably sick of hearing about this acquisition as much as I am. I wouldn't be surprised. But here we are. Hopefully we're coming down to the stretch that maybe by the end of this month, beginning of next month, we'll know for sure. Although the deadline for Microsoft and Activision Blizzard to close the deal is coming up later this month. So they might have to do an extension for the end date for the deal. We will see how things go. Who knows? But yeah, if you enjoy this, as always, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Again, I'll be going over this gaming news of Activision Blizzard, acquisition by Microsoft. Whew. Anyway, so yeah, it's hot as hell in here, but it is all good. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time for some more gaming news, gaming sales, and gaming industry information that becomes available.